Today, I want to invite you to plan your last quarter of 2021 with me. I am a writer, an author, a full-time mom, yes, because there are no part-time parents, and yeah, a YouTuber too, I guess. I've already reviewed my Q3. There are a few tasks like recording this video, editing, uploading, and some others that'll happen, but for the most part, Q3 is over and I have spent some time reflecting and reviewing it. Now I'll work on planning Q4. For me, Q4 is usually heavy on reviewing my current year and planning for the next year. I don't have big blocks of time every day to have long, focused sessions for goal setting and project planning. So I pepper in reviewing and planning sessions throughout the quarter. I break these down and do one part at a time, and then I look at everything as a whole. In this season of life, this is how I do it. So to give you an example, I have projects tied to my goals, which are tied to some values and feelings. I review these, and based on that, I'll see what worked and how I can do better. It looks something like reviewing my content creation strategy for this year, what worked, what needs to change, and plan for next year. And this is tied to projects like releasing books. Let me know if you'd like to see how I identify projects and plan for them. If there are about 100 likes on this video, I'll make that video and take you behind the scenes. So make sure to like this video. Right now I'm looking at the annual review section, which is based on August Bradley's template. I have been tweaking his template throughout the year to suit my situation as a mom and as an indie author. And this means that I'll have to spend some time tweaking his annual review process as well and budget time for that. This year, I'll also review this current system that I have. That's my Notion and my physical planner. That's another thing I have to budget my time for. This is the 3-month calendar in front of me. Now, one problem that I faced this year was that I overstretched myself on the work front. That meant that I had to let go of some things I wanted to do outside of work. So this time around, I have to prioritize better. Is being consistent on my author platform more important than feeling like I have the strength and the stamina to do all the work that I want to do? I want to spend some time reflecting on these things so that I know what to prioritize. If you saw my vlog earlier this month, I talked about claiming back my time. And that's one thing that is going to drive the decisions I make as far as content creation goes. In my video on author platform, I have talked about why it is important to have an author platform and invest time in it. And after doing it for so many years, I have the data which can help me decide what's worth spending my time on and what's not. And it's also important to keep in mind that our lives are dynamic and social media platforms are ever changing, and you have to go in knowing that things can change and will change. I kept tweaking the strategies I had in mind at the beginning of 2021 throughout this year with every weekly and monthly and quarterly reviews. So I have a lot of input already in the form of accomplishments and disappointments and how to improve, etc. to help me with this. I am scheduling 7 weeks to work on my yearly reviews and goal setting for 2022. This might sound ridiculous to some of you, but like I said earlier, I don't get big blocks of time at a stretch to work, and spreading this entire process over a month, 2 months makes it easy for me without feeling overburdened. And I also want to enjoy this process, to look at all the things I accomplished and what I can do better. I want to be present and intentional as I plan for the future. Over these 7 weeks, I'll not be working on weekends. I have some family events, festivals like Diwali and Chhath Puja, and I'll not be working on those days as well as few days around that. Every week I'll be working on this for about 1 to 2 hours. That means around 7 to 14 hours over a stretch of 7 weeks, which some of you probably will be able to do in 2 to 3 days time. So my 7 days might not make sense to you, and that's the thing about planning and goal setting. It has to work for us and our lives. So what fits for you, your style, your life, you should do that. This is just me sharing how I do things, hoping that it gives you some idea that might help you in some small way. So to give you an example of some projects that I have to review and or plan are like my book, The Rajput, that I'm working on right now, and the other writing projects that I have in mind, and I want to decide what I want to work on next. One big thing that needs attention is my newsletter, and as some of you might already know, I am facing some issues with it, and I need to figure out what is causing the glitch and then figure out how to fix it. And then I also want to streamline the free resources that I have right now. I have been contemplating whether to have so many freebies, and what's the best way to have all the freebies available to you, even though you sign up for my newsletter using one of the landing pages. I want you to have access to all the other resources, and I have to figure out how to do that. This YouTube channel is another project. Like the content creation part of it is different, but as an author platform, I want to revisit my intention with this platform and figure out the content that makes sense for you as well as gives me joy. I don't have a team of people behind this channel, and as of now I don't make any money from this channel. Even though my channel is eligible for monetization, it's not. Nor am I doing any sponsored contents here. That's not something I'm looking at right now. I know this won't make sense to some of you. Why wouldn't I monetize my channel? I like to be intentional with everything I do. At the end of the day, this is my brand, my space, and what I lend my name to should align with my goals. The other thing that I have here is learning. For those of you who have been with me from earlier this year, you know that I like to budget some time and money for workshops that I want to take or courses I want to take every quarter. So throughout this year, as I came across a writing workshop that I couldn't take, maybe because it did not fit my budget at the time, or I missed the date, or because I didn't have the time, I have added it to a list I have of these workshops. And this year I also have a list of people who I want to support on Patreon. Some people on my list I just want to support because their content brings me joy, like this artist. And then there are others who offer something to their members, and I'm interested in that. And then there are some that are just fascinating and I just want to listen to what they have to say. So when I'm creating a budget for learning, I want to include this Patreon list in that as well, because I don't have a frat paisa. It's one of the things I had to learn in my financial literacy journey. It has to make sense and you have to be intentional about it. The minimalistic lifestyle is in style right now, but we middle class Indians have always been this way, in my opinion. Throughout this year, I also kept a list of projects in my someday maybe list, and there are a few I want to take on next year. One of the project is reviving my All Things Bookish book club, and I want to see how I can do that in a way that I'm able to keep up with. If you are a member of my All Things Bookish book club, thank you for being patient with me while I've been on a hiatus, and I'd love to hear from you what you'd like to see in that group. Let me know in the All Things Bookish book club Facebook group or in the comments here. I have rearranged the outcome goals in the order I want to review them and plan. This way, when the time comes, I know exactly where I need to start. I also have scheduled October 29th through November 13th, and I'll take this time to focus on my current content strategy as an indie author and content planning for the overarching 2022, but in details, I'll only plan for the first 90 days of 2022. Now that I have blocked time for 2021 review and 2022 planning, I'll look at the tasks that I have for this quarter. Continue working on the Rajput manuscript. My aim is to complete one chapter a week, but some chapters are taking longer and I'm okay with that. For content calendar, I have a list of videos here. I'll plan this now. I have 13 video topics. That's 4 for October, 5 for November, and 4 for December. Now I will be on a break from December 13th through January 14th. That's my annual break I take every year. So I also have to have 3 videos for January. Even though this is what I have planned and what I'll start working towards, it's not 100% final. I allow myself to change this if I feel like making a video so on something else. Or even if I have made a video, uploaded it, scheduled it, but then I want to make another video, I'll move the scheduled video to another date, and so I allow myself to be creative and have that creative flexibility. Now what's left is to work out the tasks and projects on my home and personal front, which I'll do off camera. I hope this was helpful to you. It sparked some ideas for you. If you have any recommendations about the kind of videos you'd like to see from me or other content you'd like to see from me, let me know in the comments of this video, and I'll try to incorporate that while I'm planning my 2022. And I'll see you in the next one.